Hi, today I have very good news from the Cell Energy Center in Mallorca, because we have the option to sell a world novelty. It's called Tesla at Home Resonator, which incredibly improves the water quality in the household. It's easy to install. Just put it onto the tube, plug it in, this is it. It only needs 24 volts and it's based on the inventions and discoveries of Nikola Tesla, the number one genius scientist of all times. But that you understand a little bit what it's about. Today we face several health problems. And the health problems are we're too sour, acidity. Around about 85% of the population has acidity. Then we are lacking oxygen in our blood and our cell environment. Oxygen. Then we have a problem with toxic ingredients. In all the food, in the air, even in the water, we have a lot of toxic ingredients, in cosmetics all over the place, in chemicals, in the household. And they accumulate in our bodies, and that's the reason why only, as of today, around about 4% of the population is aging in a healthy way. This was much better 100 years ago. So, toxic ingredients. Then we have another problem, especially if we age. It's called dehydration. This is caused because the normal water we get as of today forms clusters, and these clusters are too big for the small doors, they are called aquaporins, in the cells to go through them easily. When we were born, we consist from the weight perspective, out of 90–95% out of water. When we are adults, 65 to 70%. But when you're getting old, real sick, we're in the area of 50%. And that's the beginning of the end. So this is a huge problem. And energy is also a problem. If we have bad water, we have not enough energy. Good water carries 3 times more energy. And the solution is the most important food on this planet, and the most important food of this planet is water. And water makes 99 out of 100 molecules in the human body. The number one is a little bit more heavy because it could be a protein from a muscle with 1 million atoms. So therefore we have the ratio on the weight 70–30. But 99 out of 100 molecules are water molecules. And they play a dominant role in 98% of all the metabolic processes. So we see how extremely important water is. Therefore, we need the best water that's possible. And this is hexagonal structured water. You can compare them to honeycombs, six corner form. And this water has unbelievable properties. It's highly negatively charged. This negatively charged leads to a situation where it's neutralizing the positively charged ions which are responsible for acidity. So hexagonal water solves this problem. Then oxygen. Oxygen is equivalent to energy. There was a doctor who got 2 medicine Nobel Prizes, he said at the time, in an alkaline, not acidity, no acidity, in an alkaline, oxygen-rich environment, cell environment, no disease can exist, not even cancer. So, these 2 extremely important aspects. Now, hexagonal structured water has not the biochemical formula H2O, but H3O2, which means 44% more oxygen. So, problem solved. Then we have to get rid of toxic ingredients, no matter where they're coming from. Cosmetics, food, air, whatever. Chemicals. This hexagonal structured water has another property called exclusion zone. The American scientist Dr. Gerald Pollack came to the conclusion that these hexagonal structured layers are so dense that no other molecules can enter. This is very positive because we have the situation, we have negatively loaded hexagonal structures, extremely strong negatively loaded, and all the pathogens, also including the viruses, which is very important these days, are positively charged. So they're being attracted by this negatively charge of the hexagonal structures. They come there, but they can't enter. And now the surrounding water is also positively charged. Then we have two positively charging facing each other and kicking each other out. That means we support any kind of detoxification process in a fantastic way, and new contaminations are prohibited also. So we have a solution here. Then hexagonal structured water is extremely accessible to cells. Normal water is not so accessible, therefore we have the problem with the dehydration. And as it's so accessible, we have solved this problem. Normal water has not a lot of energy. Hexagonal structured water has 3 times more energy. So lack of energy, we have solved these problems. And add one final aspect, which is called free radicals. These are molecules. They lack electrons. You know, an atom has a nucleus and then it has surrounding electrons. And it always needs it like pairs. Then this atom is in balance. But free radicals mean there are many atoms that don't have this balance anymore. And these free radicals are caused by stress, by acidity, by bad food, by toxic ingredients, by electrosmoke. And therefore we have billions and billions and billions free radicals attacking our cells, attacking our organelles in the cells. There we need a solution. The solution is not to eat a lot of antioxidants, because then we face the following situation. We have a free radical missing electrons, and we have an antioxidant which is in balance. Now the antioxidant passes electrons to the free radicals. Now they are neutral, they are no problem anymore, but now we're missing electrons here. So the cascade is moving on and on and on. So the food is not a solution, and we also know that too many antioxidants for a long time weaken our most important organelles, our energy centers in the cells, the so-called mitochondria. So antioxidants as food is not the solution. The solution is the nature. Nature offers the solution. Because these hexagonal structures, they have been the real source water, where we had no contaminations. We had a lot of sun and a lot of whales, and it was the freshest and the most healthiest water of all times. And now an American scientist, Dr. Patrick Flanagan, found that in this hexagonal structured water, the atoms can share the electrons. That's amazing, because then we have free delocated electrons available, even full plasmas of free electrons. And they are in the situation to neutralize these free radicals without any side effects. And this Dr. Patrick Flanagan even said, hexagonal structured water is the strongest antioxidant in the whole universe. So, problem solved. These are only 5-6 key elements, but there's much more to say. If you need more information, I can provide you many documentaries, many studies, many recommendations about books, even talking about cancer, talking about all kinds of diseases. And as said, this is now available. It's a world novelty, and the price is €600 plus VAT. If you vote for it, you've never made a better decision for your health. I wish you all the best.